Good morning, sports fans. Lincoln, Logan County. You're in the cheap seats with Josh Komnick, Joe Ryan, Scott Kirby, broadcasting live in front of Jake's Furnishings. Jake is missing in action.
Yeah,
if he's still on vacation.
We're even at his place, and he's still not here.
Well, we can probably get some good furniture deals.
Yeah,
he's not here. You know,
wheeling and dealing today.
Absolutely. Get
Should
on
we mark
out here.
everything down 70%?
I was thinking at least 75.
Cash only, cash and carry.
That's
Pay out
right.
front.
Cash and carry. We'll load it up for you.
No cards.
And, no carts, no video cameras, nothing. So get on out here, Jake's Furnishings. Stop by. If you're listening to us on the radio, give us a honk. We got a couple young ladies coming in later on from the Predators basketball team. Going to give them an interview, see how their season's going, and get some information on that. We have a large one-topping pizza to give away from Stufferia. But first, we'd like to thank Nobi Eye Care, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. New sponsor for the show. Right now, receive a free pair of sunglasses with a purchase of a year's supply contacts and free sunglasses frames when you purchase a regular pair of glasses. Call Nobi Eye Care Center today at 735-2020. And that reminds me, I do need some new contacts, so
there you go.
I'm going to get me a free pair of sunglasses.
That's right.
So,
a little advertisement, too.
Absolutely. That's a good
Nice
timing.
job.
Good timing.
Yeah.
I do need some. It's been a while since I've been there, and, I'm down to one pair, so I need to get in there and get some more. Lots to talk about, guys, today. Give you a little update, we can do it right now. Ryan Aper with the Muck Dogs in Batavia. Had him on air last week. Good interview. Sounds like he's having a good time out there.
Yeah.
A big adjustment, traveling from Central Illinois to the East Coast in New York. We talked to him last week. He was starting off a little slow. Batting average was way down there, but it looks like he's had a good week, Josh.
Well, the only reason I'm on the social media network now, and
he's a tweeter.
Nice thing after we got off with him, which I talked to a lot of people around town that were listening that day, and really thought it was a good interview. Ryan, very good speaker.
Absolutely.
And I think that night we kind of talked about his struggles earlier that morning. That night, I think he had a double hitter as he talked about that. I think they actually got it in. He got a double in one of the games, and I think had a couple hits in the other game. And then last night, it seems to be that he hit his first career home run. So first home run, he tweeted earlier that he got some new bats. So maybe it was a bat. I don't know. He's got a little pop in those new bats.
Got a little cork in them.
Yeah. So congratulations to him. First home run. You think he got it back? Well, I don't know if they were at home.
I'm sure.
If they weren't at home, there's no way.
I'd
way
go
to
get
kid.
it. I'd go get it.
No way, a fan from a visiting. If you're on the road, a 5-year-old gets that home run ball. There's no way he's
you're not getting it back. But that's got to be.
This isn't Wrigley.
Yeah. No, well, unless you play for the Cubs,
Well,
opposite team, it's coming back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's got to be a huge chip off his shoulder just to get that first home run.
We talked about the pressure,
Right.
The nervousness, the anticipation, just everything new, the different pitching styles now. And it seems like he's starting to warm up. We saw it when he went from high school to college. He started to warm up. It didn't take him long, and it seems like now we were just reading 5 for, I forget what it was, 5 now for 19 or something, 5 for 22, something like that. So home run, 5 RBIs, 10 total bases. So he had a nice week. And when you can put together good weeks, in rookie or short season A, people will take notice. And I read a neat article on him in the paper earlier, too. It said the Muck Dogs coaching staff, it's a Marlins organization rule that they will not touch it or even say anything about your swing for 30 days. After 30 days, it's open season on your swing. So maybe he's fine-tuning a little bit before the 30 days hits, and hopefully he's rolling real well, and they won't even want to mess with him.
Well, you start hitting homers like that. And, you don't want to fix something that's not broke.
Right.
But we'll have a Ryan Aper track. Will be your official, I guess, news for Aper. We'll follow him throughout the season and keep tabs on him. So the Ryan Aper tracker here on 96.3. So tune in every Saturday morning for an update on him. We'll just keep it with baseball. Over in the MLB, how about those Pittsburgh Pirates leading the National League? 2 games over St. Louis.
I love to see it. One, because they're ahead of the Cardinals now.
Come on.
But again, they beat the Cubs, so that's an easy victory. That's like single.
It's unfair.
It's basically a bye week.
The Cubs should be able to play 12 guys.
Like the
Bat all 12, play 12.
We don't want to bat all 12.
Yeah, it's
maybe
like-
bat 4.
It's like Carson's T-ball. Everybody bats and everybody
Yeah.
scores.
The Cubs should be able to do that.
Yeah, well, they should.
that.
6-2. It looks like Pittsburgh 6-2 over Chicago. The Pirates are now 53-32. I'm not following baseball that much, guys, anymore, but I had no idea. I knew they were playing well.
Now, is that something you think they can sustain? Because they haven't had a winning season for over 20 years.
Well, didn't they do this last year, Joe?
They
Where
did
they started
that.
out hot,
Yeah.
and then just all of a sudden, I mean, it went to the tank fast,
Just
and
plummeted.
there it goes. You're back 20 games under 500 again.
Yeah. So we'll see if they can maintain that.
The only real Pittsburgh Pirate fan I know, Jeff Wallace.
Really?
Really?
Any Pirate fans out there, give us a call.
Yeah, I don't know any. I don't think.
Well, I'm sure there'll be some bandwagon. I know a few bandwagon jumpers, and they'll be on the Pirates if they win. They'll have all their Pirates gear and all that stuff. I'm not going to mention.
It's the same thing that happens to Cardinal
I'm not
baseball.
going to mention any
we win
names,
so
but
much.
if you're listening, you know who you are.
And let's see, Philadelphia 5-4 over Atlanta. Philadelphia's still really
Yeah,
struggling.
who threw for Philadelphia last night?
Lee.
He's kind of a stud.
Cliff
isn't he?
Lee.
Lee,
Yeah,
yeah.
they
10-2.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. New York Yankees 3, Baltimore 2. Cleveland fell short 7-0 over Detroit, and Detroit is still pretty good, 47-38. Nationals 8, San Diego 5. A friend of mine over the weekend, actually on the 4th of July, we're talking about is Jason Worth, was he worth that contract, all this? I don't know, is anybody worth that kind of money, but what he's been doing lately is just flat out driving runs in. I think he had 5 the other night, and then I know he was hot again last night, so the Nationals keep winning at 44-42. Toronto was a winner 4-0 over Minnesota. Tampa Bay 8, the White Sox 3. White Sox just almost as bad as the Cubs,
Boy,
34-49.
They're horrid.
Are you a Sox fan? No, you're a Cub fan, aren't you?
They need to
I thought
combine
you were
teams.
switching. Yeah.
Switching.
Can we get an all-star
Just
Chicago?
one team from Chicago.
I don't even know if you could do that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty tough.
It's brutal Chicago right now. Good thing for the Blackhawks, so that town would be.
Oh, there you go.
Shut down. You know, the only time the Wrigley is going to sell out is this weekend, because yesterday the 2 main guys for the Blackhawks, I think, were there. Today they're going to have the Stanley Cup come out on the field. They said it was packed beyond belief. Today it'll be packed.
Quinville will be there with the cup.
Yeah.
And Cornelius, the guy that sings the national anthem for the Blackhawks.
He's doing it.
He's singing the national anthem for the Cubs.
Yeah.
And if you guys have never heard it, it's amazing. Because the whole time he's singing the national anthem, everybody is just cheering and screaming the whole time.
Now, he's not Cornelius from Planet of the Apes, is he?
Well, he's a pretty big guy. He may be. I don't know. Jim Cornelius. He's an opera singer, I guess, or something. But, man, it's every time it's on, we turn up the TV. It's pretty.
And stay at attention.
Yeah, it gives you goose pimples.
Texas 10, Houston 5. New York Mets 12. The Milwaukee Brewers 5. Oakland Athletics 6. Kansas City 3. St. Louis was a winner last night over the Single-A Marlins. 4-1. St. Louis now 51-34. So St. Louis is 51-34.
2 games behind.
Pirates, yes, 53-32. Wow, some impressive records when I thought the division would be really bad.
Yeah.
Other than the Cardinals, I figured they would be
I thought
good.
Cincinnati. I guess Cincinnati. They're still right in it. They're 4.5 out. They got a good. Well, they've got a good ball club as well. But
Arizona 5, Colorado 0. The Red Sox were a winner over the Angels 6-2, and the Dodgers, maybe the hottest team in baseball, with this Puig. I don't know if you guys seen him at all, but he's a little bit like that guy center fielder Trout, just a 5'2" guy, can absolutely run it, hit it, throw it. I mean, it's other than fighting, he's pretty good.
Well, he ran into the wall last night.
Oh, did he?
So he had to leave the game, and that was one of their concerns, if he can stay healthy. Right now, they're trying to get him in the All-Star game on the ballot.
I don't know if you ask me. I know it's part of the season last year and then some of this year too. But
it's all about
fan
popularity
voting.
too.
Yeah,
I mean, you're voting on guys that aren't even. Some of them were in 3A when the voting was taking place, and they're still getting voted in.
It's all the biggest cities.
Yeah, and it's this was kind of pointed out the other day. Let's say you're the St. Louis Cardinals, and you win 130 games. Well, you're going to the All-Star game, and the winner of the All-Star game wins home field advantage. And
I don't like it.
I don't either, and it's because it's all fan-based popularity instead of putting the best team out there. So you could have the best record in baseball and still not have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, towards the end of the season.
Well, what's changed it is
because of that.
Is media. That's what's made it a popularity contest.
Media and currency. They want that money, get the people there, and it's just, I don't know. I think every sport should just do away with the All-Star games. The NFL, that's coming down to that, because nobody wants to play in an extra game and get hurt, which they don't play defense anyway. So
well, Puig is batting .420. I think he's the fastest to 50 hits ever. Stan Musial, he just passed, I think, or something like that. I was listening on the radio on the way in here. So he's putting up some impressive numbers. It's just been for 30 days or 50 days or whatever it's been. So
we'll see if we can get him on the All-Star game. I know it's a big push, and I think it's supposed to come out. Is it the roster later today?
It could be. Yeah, it's I don't pay attention. I don't watch the All-Star. I don't watch the NBA All-Star game. I don't watch the Pro Bowl. I don't watch. It's just it's like you said. It's a media fan type of thing, and that's.
Well, you're not a fan.
No, I'm not a fan.
Well, if it's ever at Wrigley, I mean, obviously it's going to be at Wrigley Field one of these days, the All-Star game. Would you go up to that?
Depending on how much it costs.
To say it wouldn't cost very much, I don't think.
Just depending on how much it costs.
We went down to St. Louis. We didn't go to the game, but we went to the parade and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty neat atmosphere just to see all those people, all the past All-Stars, just the history. And it's pretty cool, but the game itself is overrated, and there's too much on the line for that type of game. So I don't know.
Yeah.
The commission.
Too many people that don't have a play in the outcome that really could care less because their teams are terrible.
Remember when Kevin Seitzer got in the All-Star game years ago, and he got to bat at the end, and he almost hit what I believe was either a 3-run homer or a grand slam to win it in like the bottom of the 8th or something.
For the Brewers. Was he playing for the Brewers then or the Indians?
I'm not sure, but he got it. I thought it was KC, actually.
But you're right. Kansas City, not the Brewers. You're right. Kansas City.
But he got the at-bat and almost hit a home run, and if it would have went out, it would have won the game for him, and he probably would have been MVP.
All right, guys, hey, let's take a commercial break. It's 17 after 9. We come back, we're going to have two young ladies from the Predators basketball team come in, so stay tuned to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 WLCN Online. Good morning. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats, broadcasting live at Jake's Furnishings out front. Jake is MIA, so get on out here and get the best deals that you can when the boss is gone.
So everything's marked down.
Well, we just marked it down. We got our marker out, went in.
Cash and carry.
Blue light special. Get on out here to Jake's.
Josh is walking the lot right now. You can give him your cash. He'll help you carry it out.
Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan in with you. Josh stepped out. We've got two young ladies in here with us, Kelsey Lee and Grace Bossingham of the Springfield Predators. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
And you guys this is a AAU team or AYBT? AYBT, and you guys play out of Springfield?
Yeah.
The gym?
Yeah.
And what nights do you guys practice each week, and how many nights?
We practice 2 nights a week on Wednesdays and Sunday mornings.
Wednesdays and Sunday mornings. So tomorrow morning you got to get up. I hope you're a little more bushy-tailed tomorrow than you are right now. Yeah. Everybody's all excited until you put a mic in front of them, and then they just kind of
pull a Tony Thomas.
The guy won't stop talking. You put a mic in front of him, and he's mute.
Yeah, all of a sudden he can't speak.
Yeah, I'm going to start carrying a mic with me when he comes up to me. Just
lay it down next to him.
So how many games have you guys played already, and what's your record, and what kind of team do you have?
We do it by tournaments, and we missed tournaments because we went on vacation, so we missed like 7 games altogether, but we don't really keep a record, but we've got pretty good in the tournaments ranked in the tournaments that we've done so far.
Where do you guys play? I know my oldest son played for the Predators, and it was AAU, and there's a lot of games. Most of the games are up in the Chicago area. Where do you guys play at? Is it mainly around here, or?
Yeah, it's mainly around here. We go up to Chicago next weekend.
Okay, Chicago. And have you guys ever played up there?
No.
Well, it's a little different basketball than you're probably used to playing around here, because once you get up against those teams out of Chicago, it's run and gun. They don't run a whole lot of offense. It's getting up and down the court, and that's just going to be good for you guys later in transition basketball. So that's just something to kind of be aware of. I'm sure your coach has kind of told you that and kind of warned you about it. But the facilities up there are amazing. It's nothing like you're going to see around here. You know, you're going to go to a gym. This is at least how it was when Austin played, and there's probably 10 courts in there, and there's just people everywhere, and you know, it's just, you know, it's a good time for basketball.
You get away with a little more pushing and shoving, don't you?
Yeah, they don't call much. You guys get beat up down there and kind of yell at the refs for not calling, because summer basketball refs don't call anything. So.
Our coach gets teed up all the time.
Does he?
Yeah.
And who is your coach? Is he out of Springfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Sinclair.
So you got, are you two the only girls from Lincoln that are playing?
And Kaylin Froby.
Yeah. Kaylin Froby, she didn't want to make it in this morning?
No, she had WLB tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a good excuse.
Her mom coaches with. She's the assistant coach.
And she's going to be in 8th grade too, right? But she goes to WLB.
Yeah.
You guys go to the junior high?
Yeah.
Okay, and then some other kids on the team, are they from Springfield?
They're
or?
from Chatham, Glenwood, where else? Springfield, and I think that's it.
So you guys kind of bonding, becoming friends with these girls?
Yeah.
So then when you play them in high school, you know, it's on, right?
Yeah.
There's no more friendship.
Who's your coach at the junior high?
Megan Hofert, or Megan.
Oh, I didn't realize
And
that.
Beth Cotter, but she's
She
not coaching next year.
Did you go to any camps that the Coach Richmond had go on out to high school?
No, we're going to a Lincoln College camp though.
Now, have you guys met Coach Richmond?
No.
No, well, because she's new basketball coach. Last year was her first year. We had her on about a month and a half, 2 months ago or so on the show. She's pretty excited about the program. I know she has a lot of young talent coming up, and pretty excited about that, trying to turn the basketball program around. I know it's kind of struggled the past several years, but you know, if your girls keep up, you know, playing like that, you know, you guys have a good group coming in. I know the Froby girl, Kaylin, she's pretty good. And what position she's a guard. Are you guys are taller, so you guys play down low?
Yeah, we play down low.
Okay.
Does your dad teach you some moves in the paint?
Yeah, it tries to.
The boss out there posting her up.
Is it more tries to or not?
It's more tries to.
I think when you talk to him, he thinks he's pretty good.
He's not.
He's not. All right, Nate, if you're listening.
Well, I was going to say, we're going to have him on after the show. We'll talk a little bit to him about that.
So you guys are in Chicago next week. When does your season wrap up?
21st.
21st of July?
Yeah.
And you guys probably started about, April practicing? Somewhere around there?
Yeah.
So going down to Springfield twice a week, and then tournaments. I mean, there's for the younger girls out there that are wanting to do this, there's a fee to pay, and is it expensive, or you probably don't know? I guess we should have the parents on.
We usually have to try out for our team. She just handpicked people she wanted.
Okay.
And she asked if they wanted to play, but usually you have to try out like at the gym, and you have to get tryout information on the website.
Okay. So you can go to predators.com on the website for next year, and I know they have rosters up there and everything, and you can see these young ladies that we're interviewing right now. They are in Chicago next week, and they're going to wrap up their season the 21st of July. Do you guys play any other sports?
I play volleyball and track.
Volleyball and track? You guys both play volleyball and track, so that's good. Keep busy. Keep out there. Basketball is a year-round sport, as Joe will tell you.
13 months a year.
13? Okay, 13 months a year. You know, that's only going to help you guys in the future. Obviously, your guys' junior high season will be kicking off usually about, October? Maybe
that's when the games start.
Okay, so look forward to you guys having a good year this year. We'll keep tabs on you and maybe get you back in here as soon as the junior high season starts.
Okay.
Thanks for coming in this morning, ladies. Appreciate it. Good luck. Joe, do you have anything?
No, I was just going to say, you guys want to give a shout out to anybody? Tell somebody hi. You're on the radio.
I like to get a good shout out to my mom because I love her, and my stepdad, and then my sister Sloan.
Oh, see, that was nice.
Very nice. Grace, come on, follow up.
Come on.
My brother, he's
go.
playing baseball today, so he can't be in Lincoln. And my dad and my mom.
Okay, well, you guys can go on WLCNonline.com and watch this interview, this ESPN quality interview that me and Joe give. It'll probably be up on the site in the next day or two, so if you guys want to sit around and show Grace, or not Grace.
Griffin.
Grace is right here.
You're all right.
Yeah, show him, what it's like to be
ESPN
on
quality.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't have cue cards. See, they have cue cards. I have nothing.
You got us.
Flying by the seat of our pants. Well, thanks for coming in, girls.
All right.
Good luck in the future, and we'll talk to you later.
Thanks.
All right, we'll take another. Well, before we take a commercial timeout, we got a stuffed Aria large one-topping pizza to give away, Joe. The question is, We interviewed Ryan Aper last week. He was a draftee of the Florida Marlins. He's planning on moving up in the ranks and making the big leagues. If you can answer this trivia question, you're going to win this large one-topping pizza from Stuffteria. The question is, name 4 Lincoln Community High School graduates that went on to play a professional sport. Just name 4. We named 6 or 7 right here, so it should be a pretty easy question.
Can't be all NBA players, though.
Right.
You got to spread it out.
That's right. Call in to 737-3791. That's 737-3791 with the answer to 4 people who graduated from Lincoln Community High School, went on to play professional sports. So we'll take a commercial timeout while you guys are letting that brew in your heads. We'll be right back on the Cheap Seats on WLCNonline.com and 96.3 FM.